Good evening and thank God it's Friday. Happy weekend to you all, wherever you're watching from, wherever you watch from. It's a beautiful Friday evening, and we are live here in the studio of View Radio, that radio that is far beyond your view. And the show you're tuned onto is The Society. I am your humble host, Madam Chi. You know how we do it in the society. This show is rated from the place of passion, compassion, concern, care, and love for every member of the society. Here on the show, we don't care about your skin color, your race, your religion, your culture, your tradition. We are one big body in the society, trying so hard to make this society a better place for you and I to live in and for the upcoming generation. Today on this edition, we'll be talking about something very interesting. But before we go into it, you know what it is? We're going to go on a quick break. Don't forget, join us on all social media platforms. It's at View Radio. Do where to comment below, do where to click on the subscribe button, and do where to follow us where need to be followed. Comment, like, and share. We'll be right back after this time out. Welcome back from that break, and of course this is The Society. Kudos to View Radio for giving us this platform to be heard and to be seen, to be able to reach a maximum, a big and huge audience all over the world. Don't forget that distance is not a barrier. You can watch us from everywhere in the part of the world you are. You can watch us. It's The Society. Today we are talking about sugar mommy syndrome in the society. Sugar mommy syndrome in the society. Like I will always say on the show, that you can drop your message, you can drop your complaint, you can drop whatever thing you're going through that you want to share with the world. You want the world to come to your rescue. You want the society to impute their opinion. You want them to help you out. Probably you're going through some stress, some abuse, it can be bullying, it can be whatever. You want them to really come to your aid before it's too late. Do where to drop a message on our mail at madamchi310gmail.com, on View Radio, on all social media. Send us a DM, we will respond to you swiftly. And you want to send it as a text message or call across to us. The number is 08022414183, 08022414183. All right, someone reached out to me early this week. Someone reached out to me and she laid her complaint, and she really wants the people of the society to help her out, or probably help her make the right decision. The truth is that the sugar mommy case is really eating so deep in our society these days, and so many of us actually think it's something normal, to the extent that young men, young guys are praying for God to grant their prayer with a sugar mommy. You know, give them a sugar mommy that will lift up, will I say, their burden, will I say, their pursuit of for money. Let someone just be there and help them lift it up or off their shoulder, which is sugar mommy is the answer to their prayer. So this lady reached out. I'm going to be reading her message to us, you know, then we'll be able to give her quality advice. When I say I mean quality advice that will make her straighten her relationship or marriage. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, the society family, as you often call it. I would like to remain anonymous because people in the society will start pointing at me if my identity is revealed, because it's a very small world, you know, we live in. My husband and I have been married for 4 years now with 2 lovely children. And my husband is a driver working with a very rich woman in the island. He has been working with this woman long before we got married. and his salary is not that big, but I am very handy, so we are managing. But for 6 to 8 months now, things have changed for my husband. Every single day he comes home, it must be with a bag of goodies. This was going on for months and I became worried, so I had to ask him what's up. I asked him what was going on. Probably they have increased his salary or placed him on daily allowance that I am not aware of. But he smiled and walked away that very day. So I let it lie low. After some weeks, I asked him again, but this time I got the shock of my life. My husband, the father of my children, answered me by saying he is a sugar boy to a sugar mommy. That's his boss. He's a sugar boy to a sugar mommy. That is his boss. He is dating his madam that is way older than him. Hearing that, I was so sad, disappointed, and at the same time, I was so devastated about everything. I cried for days because this is not what I want for myself. Days later, I summoned courage and I told my husband to quit the relationship he has with his madam and resign from the job. But he told me to my face that he can't resign and go back to peanut salary that cannot fit our bills. My confusion right now is when my husband asked me if I wanted to go back to suffering the trenches, feeding from hand to mouth, because he is not ready to go back. As much as I love the fact that money is coming and things are getting better, at the same time, I want my husband back. Please, ma, what should I do? What can I do? What will I do in this situation? What can I do? What should I do? What will I do in this situation? So the question out there is, what do you advise this woman to do? What do you advise this lady to do? What decision do you want her to take? In as much as she wants her husband back, in as much as she still wants the money flowing, she wants to keep her husband. And the truth is that you can have the two of them. And this man in question is not ready to quit. And my question here is, what if the man did not even open up to her? He's even man enough to have opened up. Many women, many men are going through such, but they can't open up to their partner. They can't open up because they find it, will I say, is disappointing, or they find it like it's a shame to them to open up to their partner. I am having an affair with my boss. I am doing this with my boss. That is where the money is coming in. Because when you see some changes in your husband's life or in your wife's life, especially if he's a salary earner, you know the actual amount they earn per month. And that person is making expenses that supersedes that salary. It calls for questioning. That's the truth. It calls for questioning. So now I am opening up the phone line. The number to call me is 080-2241-4183. You can send your message on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on YouTube. Just send us your message. We're going to read it out to the anonymous lady, and she's going to get the right answer she really deserves. Don't go nowhere. We'll go on a short break. I can see some message popping already. When we get back from this break, we'll be reading out those messages and we'll take her message once again in case of people that are just joining us for the first time. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah, what's up? My name is DJ YK Mule, or that DJ, is still DJ. Keep watching View Radio TV
and listening to View Radio. You can watch and listen. Make sure that you watch View Radio, because you could view the radio, you could hear the radio.
I'm on to View Radio and View TV, so keep watching and keep listening.
Keep watching and listening to View Radio.
Keep listening and keep tracking, keep following, keep stalking the radio.
Keep watching View Radio.
Keep watching View Radio.
You are welcome back from that Break the Society. With compassion, commitment, and consistency, we will build the society of our dream, the society of your dream, the society of our dream. In case you're just joining us, this is the society here on View Radio, and my name remains Madam Chi. Today we are talking about sugar mommy syndrome in the society, in our community. It has eaten so deep, and we share the story of an anonymous woman that is seeking for advice. I already have few comments here. You can keep yours coming. On Facebook is at View Radio, on our YouTube is View Radio. Do well to comment, or you send us a WhatsApp message or direct message on 080-22414183. You can also call in with that same number. My first message tonight is, her name is there. Okay, he said, island people and doings. Madam, it will be difficult for your husband to leave that sugar mommy. For him mind, God don't butter him bread, make life soft for them. And this is coming from Ifunanya. He said it will be difficult for your husband to leave that sugar mommy, because basically he believes that God has answered his prayer, has made life soft and easy for him. I said that earlier, that people are praying, God, give me a sugar mommy. Same thing, young girls are praying for a sugar daddy. They don't want to date their mates anymore. They want sugar daddies that have doings. You know, she said island people and doings. Okay, you're going to tell me about these doings. Okay, tell us about these doings. Is it only the island, no doings in the mainland, or what? Say this is coming from Ifunanya. It will be difficult for your husband to leave that sugar mommy. And I have another one. Truth be told, this guy has seen life from a different light, so it will not be that easy to quit his affair with his boss and go back to being broke. If not even getting a sack letter from his boss. Ma, this guy is sincere to even tell you the truth. Many men will not tell you the truth even when they are caught pants down. They will still deny it. Please, just keep praying for him. God will help him to come back to his normal self. This is coming from Mrs. Joy. Just keep praying for him. I also say that he is even sincere, you know, to tell you the truth. So many people will not even they won't tell you. You won't know. He will just cook up one story. I started up a business. I'm doing something else. That was why money is flowing in. But he was that sincere. He was truthful with you. So that you should just keep praying for him. That is coming from Mrs. Joy. Thank you very much, Mrs. Joy, for that wonderful contribution. And I have another one. This is coming from, I would love to remain anonymous. My younger brother was once in this position. He was dating his boss in the office, and they dated for 2 years. Nobody knew about it. When my mom found out, she cried naked and was begging him to quit, because the madam as at then was somebody else's wife, not even a widow. And my brother dated her for 2 years. It was so difficult for him to leave that woman. But thank God today he's a free man. Just keep talking to your husband politely, not with fight. Someday he will come back to his right senses. And this is coming from Anonymous. My brother was once in that position, that he was once in that shoe. and the mom had to go pray for him. So you, as the wife, you should do the duty of a mother as well in the life of your husband by praying for him and also talking to him politely, like she said, politely, not like you want him to quit today and tomorrow, but you keep talking to him, you keep, advising him, telling him and encouraging him, and someday he will definitely come out of it. I have this from Mr. Martins. Madam Chief, good evening and thank you for the wonderful job you are doing. The society is a beautiful place to live in, so please, they should not pollute our society. I thought this sugar mommy and sugar daddy thing has gone down because of their hood boys, not knowing it's still trending. In my opinion, the guy has to quit that job and then focus on making his life better. But keep working. But if he should keep working for the woman, he cannot stop dating that woman. So quitting the job is the best option and start up his life all over again. Thank you, Mr. Martin. This is coming from Mr. Martin. Okay, he should quit the job and start up his life all over. But what the woman is saying here is she doesn't want them to go back to suffering. At the same time, she wants her man back. She doesn't want to go back to suffering like the days they were eating from hand to mouth. And at the same time, she wants her husband back. All right, in case you're just joining us, let's run through the message we have from our anonymous client. Let's read down. In case you're just joining us, to be able to know where we are, what we are talking about, and then know areas to contribute to the discussion. Sugar mommy syndrome in the society. That is what we are talking about. Sugar mommy syndrome. Okay, she said, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, the society family, as you often call it. I would like to remain anonymous because the people in the society will start pointing at me if my identity is revealed. My husband and I have been married for 4 years now with 2 lovely children. And my husband is a driver working with a very rich woman in the island. He has been working with this woman long before we got married, and his salary is not that big, but I am a very handy woman, so we are managing. For 6 to 8 months now, things have changed for my husband. Every single day he comes home, it must be with a bag of goodies. This was going on for months, and I became worried, so I had to ask him what's up. I asked him what was going on. Probably they have increased his salary, or they have placed him on daily allowance that I am not aware of. But he smiled and walked away that very day. So I let it lie low. After some weeks, I asked him again, but this time I got the shock of my life. My husband, the father of my children, answered me by saying he is a sugar boy to a sugar mommy, his boss. He is dating his madam that is way older than my husband. Hearing that, I was so mad, disappointed, and very devastated at everything. I cried for days because this was not what I wanted for myself. Days later, I summoned courage and I told my husband to quit the relationship he had with his boss, that's the madam, and resign. But he told me to my face that he can't resign and go back to peanut salary that cannot fit our bills. My confusion right now is when my husband asked me if I wanted to go back to suffering the trenches, feeding from hand to mouth, because he is not ready to go back. As much as I love the fact that money is coming in, at the same time, I want my husband back. You know, like your Igbo will say, you can't eat your cake and have it back. So the anonymous lady is asking us, what do we want her to do? What do you feel she should do? What advice are we giving or can we give to this anonymous lady? I'll be going on a very quick break. When I get back from this break, we'll be taking some other comments and reading out the comments and then finalizing the advice that we feel is suitable for this lady. If she is your sister, if she is your cousin, if she is your colleague, if she's your neighbor, what advice do you feel give to this woman? The society with commitment, consistency, and compassion, we will build the society of our dream. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Of course, you're welcome back from that quick break. This is the society. The safest place to be is the society. And View Radio has given us the audience, giving us the visibility we need to reach all the audience that needed to be reached. Distance is not a barrier on the show. You are in diaspora, you are in Nigeria, you can always connect to us on all social media platforms is at View Radio. Don't forget that we are open for sponsorship, for partnership, and for you to place your advert here on the show. We are 100% open. All you need to do is to call 080-2241-4183. You want to share your message. You want to share your story. You want the world to come to your help. You want the world to come to your aid. All you need to do is to send a mail to madamchi310@gmail.com. madamchi310@gmail.com, or on all social media platforms is at View Radio. You can also hit us up on our phone line. We'll definitely respond to you swiftly. And today we are talking about an anonymous lady that her husband is dating the boss in the office. Sugar mommy is dating his boss in the office, and the wife asked him to resign, quits from that date and resign from the job. But this man is finding it difficult, and this lady is asking you and I, what do you feel? What do you think that she should do, to keep her marriage safe, to keep herself safe, and to also keep her husband to herself? And so many people have sent in their messages in regards to the discussion at hand. You also can drop your own on all social media. And I have this one, and this is coming from Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony say, Madam Chi, you cannot, Madam, you cannot eat your cake and have it back. It's either your husband quits the job or you keep getting the goodies that you are enjoying. You can't get goodies and have your husband all to yourself. You better share one or lose one. So you better share or lose. This is coming from Mr. Tony. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. You cannot eat your cake and have it back. It's either you take your husband back and let go of the goodies, or you keep eating the goodies and keep sharing your husband. Thank you, Mr. Tony. I hope, Mrs. Anonymous, you are listening, because I want at the end of the show you call me. Let's finalize what you decided to do. All right, I have this will be second to the last comment I'll be taking because of time. I have this one. This is coming from Goodness. He said, good evening, ma, and well done with the work you are doing. This is what we need to know. People in the society are looking for remedy because there is a lot of hardship going on in the society. So this young man has seen a remedy to the hardship. It's going to be absolutely difficult for him to quit the job and let this woman go. But at the same time, he should do what is right. Let her go and build your family with your wife and children. But for his sincerity, I will give him kudos for that. For his sincerity, I will give him kudos for that. Thank you very much. Goodness, thank you. This was wonderful. Thank you for his sincerity, because he was indeed sincere. He was indeed sincere. Okay, this is coming from Adewale. All right, Adewale. He said, why are you people pampering this issue? This guy is wrong 100%. He should quit that job and face his wife. Why are you pampering the issue? Adewale, thank you very much. Say, why are we pampering the issue? He should quit the job and face the wife. Why are we pampering the issue? We are not pampering it. That's what we are seeking for. Everybody's opinion, your advice, your take. What do you feel that she should do in this case? So the guy should quit the job and face reality, because it was actually he's dreaming. He's in the dreamland. Okay, the last one, because of our time, the last comment for tonight, because of our time. This is also coming from either Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous. Ma, we are not looking at the side of this lady. This lady said she wants her man back to herself. She doesn't want to share, and she still wants the goodies to remain. I feel what she should do is to confront the sugar mommy. Anonymous, she should confront the sugar mommy and pour her heart out to her. Tell her to let her husband go. Wow. Confront the sugar mommy, let your heart out, tell her to leave your husband for you, or tell your husband, plead with him, pray for him, talk to him, beg him to come back to you. What is the best opinion, or what is the best advice, or what is the best thing that Mrs. Anonymous should do in this case? I know you've gotten the answer already. So I'll be waiting for you after the show to call me and let me know what you have decided to do. Then you, that you're a member of the society, what do you feel? What is the remedy? What is the way out in this sugar mommy syndrome, sugar daddy syndrome that's eaten so deep, has eaten so deep in our society? It has eaten our youth so deep. Looking for a way out, looking for remedy. Nobody want to face reality. Nobody want to pass through, the training process. Everybody just want to jump to the top. Nobody want to take the ladder and take them step by step. What do you feel? The society, with commitment, consistency, compassion, you and I will build that society of our dream. You want to reach out to us on all social media platforms, is at View Radio. Our phone number 08022414183. Send a mail, madamchi310@gmail.com. Very big thank you to the CEO, executive producer of View Radio, one and only Mr. Oluwatoyin Adesuji. Thank you very much for this beautiful platform, for us to be seen and for us to be heard. And to my own production manager, Vic James, thank you very much for all the beautiful works that you are doing, and everybody behind the camera, everybody making sure that this production is working well. I can't start mentioning your name one after the other. Thank you very much. I truly and really love you. And to our amazing, amiable audience out there, you know what? You are the real gem, and that's to say we love you very, very much. It's Friday. Don't drink while you want to drive. Don't drive while you are drunk. Stay safe till I see you next week. My name remains Madam Chi. Have a pleasant night.